This is a Central ARW Bank Storm Center weather update.
Well, good evening, Central Arkansas, and again, come back here. Once again. This is Derek back here once again, as you saw, to give you some other update a little bit ago on our social media platforms. Just giving you a rundown on really what we've been seeing this afternoon and this evening. Some much needed rainfall has fallen over much of parts of Garland County, Hot Spring County, Grant County, Jefferson County this evening. Unfortunately, not much anywhere else. I know we desperately need it in Conway, where there are water shortages. Little Rock, Lonoke County, we need it, but at least some of us managed to get some decent rainfall this afternoon. So that is a good thing, and it helps to alleviate or at least start making a dent in that drought. Unfortunately, isolated areas of very heavy rain over a short period is not going to affect the drought per se. It's only going to prolong it because we need a good soaking rain, not these quick downpours that we've seen. Overall, though, if you look across the region this evening, not much going on other than for our folks here in really coming over Hot Spring County. Now, again, we have been seeing this area of storms has kind of progressed a little bit with the outflow boundaries from earlier convection in southeast Arkansas. Well, this moved northwest and helped to spark additional storms on top of record heat, which led to, again, another area of storms across central Arkansas. And again, that being said, this area of storm continues to push off towards the southeast and south at about 10 to 20 miles an hour. And we are also dealing with flooding now along with that as well. So not only do we have to deal with the thunderstorm aspect of it with 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-size hail, along with lightning that is actually producing wildfires in parts of the state, but we also have to deal with areas of flooding around Malvern, Perla, Glen Rose, places like that where we've seen upwards of 5 inches of rain in such a short period of time. I mean, let's just look at, let's just take a look here over just portions of the area here. We've seen upwards of 2 to 4 inches of rain just in this general area, expecting upwards up to 5 inches of rain just to the southeast of Malvern here, really over the next hour or so. And again, that being said, this is going to push off. It's going to die out. And we won't really be seeing that much extension in terms of rainfall. But let's look at, what we've seen throughout the course of the day for us here. And again, the heaviest rainfall has fallen over our folks here in Hot Spring County, where there's a flash flood warning in effect. And as you can see, many areas have seen upwards of 2 to 4 inches of rain, 3, 5, basically in this very small area here. Hence the flash flood warning. Now, what you see, though, are all these streaks that are throughout portions of Garland County, Hot Spring County, Grant County. Again, this is not enough to get rid of a drought. All it does is help to kind of put a dent in it. But it's not going to... We need a large, widespread area of rainfall. And while the chances are there for rainfall, I don't see widespread rainfall coming up in the next several days, but the chances are better than what we've seen over the past few days. Now, that being said, looking around the region this evening, coming in 88 in Searcy at this hour, rain-cooled 84 in Lonoke, 82 in Pine Bluff and Sheridan at this hour. As of our last report, Malvern storms and rain at 90, Hot Springs storms and rain at 90 as well. 91 in Benton, 91 in the Metro, and 90 in Perryville at this hour. Now, that being said, as of the last update, we have 2,000 people without power. Most of those coming from our storm-stricken areas of Hot Spring and Grant County as well. I know off towards the southeast, we do have a lot of people without power as well. But for our coverage area here in Central Arkansas, we are seeing mainly Hot Spring, Grant County, and parts of Garland County without power at this time. Now, the good thing is, if you're without power, I do have some good news in the forecast. However, there's going to be one caveat. It's still going to be hot, but it's not going to be 100th hot. Today, the data has changed significantly, and it's kind of what I expected. what I've been talking about for several days now is a pattern change that's going to lead to cooler temperatures. Not going to be a significant change, but you're talking 10 to 15 degrees cooler than what we've seen over the past 2 to 3 weeks. So that being said, yes, we have our first forecast without 100 since July. Now, that also means, while yes, we could be dealing with rain chances daily, it does not necessarily mean an unsettled pattern is beginning. We have a chance of rain every day in the forecast, but it's going to be isolated to widely scattered, mainly depending upon where boundaries from the previous day's storms are. The biggest thing is, though, the high pressure ridge is moving off towards the west, so we don't have to deal with that. Northwest flow means it's still going to be hot, but we get to see the disturbances working their way through our region, which means we have a chance each day to see at least a few isolated to widely scattered showers and storms. That being said, do not burn. We have a high risk for wildfires across all of Central Arkansas still. Do not burn. Everybody is still under a burn ban. Even if you got 5 inches of rain today, it's not going to help alleviate that. And this is the reason why. We have an extreme drought for most of us along the Arkansas River Valley. Morrilton, Perryville, Conway, northeast of the metro, Lone Oak. Down into Jefferson County. You can see this follows the northern part of the Arkansas River well here. And again, that being said, don't burn. Do not burn, because this is a D3 out of D4. It is a very severe drought right now, so do not burn. It's only going to get worse before it gets better. This was updated today, actually. And the reason why I say that, we have the high wildfire danger for all but 3 counties in Central Arkansas. That being said, Lone Oak County, White County, Conway County. You're just as dry as everybody else. Don't burn unless you absolutely have to, farmers. But don't burn, because as we are seeing lightning from these storms producing wildfires all over South Arkansas, West Arkansas this evening. So our firefighters are out battling blazes left and right. If you do not have to burn, just don't burn. Just don't burn at all. That's just the way. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Till we get out of this drought and this heat wave, do not recommend burning. Now, that being said, we do have that above normal chance for rainfall over the next 6 to 10 day period. First time this has been seen on this graphic in, I want to say, close to 4 months. So this is a good thing to see. It's not going to be there long, but we do have that above average chance, that average to above average chance to see additional precipitation over the next 6 to 10 days. Now, this is another good thing to see. Well, it's not much, but we are seeing an increase in rainfall totals. 1/4 to 1/2 an inch of rainfall. Many would take it right now. Really, that looks to be the case as we go into the upcoming period. It does look like we will be seeing at least a chance of getting a decent amount of rainfall. It's not a lot, but it's more than what we've seen over the past several days. Now, heat advisory does exist, but with no more excessive heat warnings or extreme heat warnings. Those are gone. That's a good thing, at least for now. But we do have the heat advisory tomorrow. Heat index value is still getting up to those 105, 106 range. But I do believe the worst of the heat should be behind us. The worst of the summer heat does look to be behind us. Looking at the long range, I don't see any more signals for 100s. But with the drought, any day could still see 100 in various places. But widespread 100s does look to be over with, as I was expecting from the get-go coming into this pattern. Now, that being said, I have left the rain changes area-wide across basically anywhere along and south of I-40 overnight, just to account for any outflow boundaries interacting with the heat and humidity we still have at the surface. Most of these will be gone by midnight, but that being said, a stray storm or two towards sunrise could be seen as well. Regardless, another warm and humid night, and if you're lucky to get under this rainfall, if you do notice, lows are a little bit lower for places like Hot Springs, Malvern, Sheridan, where we've had rainfall this evening, so those temperatures will be able to drop a little bit lower there. Now, biggest thing in the 7-day forecast, no alert days. I have removed all alert days given our forecast change. Chance of rainfall every single day. Isolated to widely scattered shower and storm. Nothing big, but it's something. The bigger story is going to be temperatures in the 90s, lows in the 70s, and looking beyond the 7-day period, I see a chance for a bigger cool down as we head towards September. So we have a lot of things to watch coming up. We are starting to get into what we call that active period as we transition from summer into fall gradually. We have plenty of hot days ahead of us, but from what I see, the 100s are past us. But we still have a ways to go to get there, and as long as this drought is as intense as it is, it's going to be a while before we see that substantial change. But I'm going to keep my eye on radar over the next couple hours. I do believe we will, as of 9:29 this evening on August the 20th, most of our storms are starting to weaken and move out of the area. But I will keep my eye out over the next couple hours, and as always, I'll keep you updated right here on your source for all things Central Arkansas weather.
From the Central ARWX Storm Center, this has been a weather update.